You ever seen the X Games on ESPN? It's truly amazing how some of these guys perform in a competition. For skateboarders, it's especially amazing to see them fly through the air with the skateboard flipping underneath their feet. A lot of us sit and think, how do they do that? Well, today I'm going to show you how to perform a trick called the kickflip, which is the basis for all X Game competition tricks. Now, a little background about the skateboard. It can be used in many different ways. It can be used as a mode of transportation, a hobby, an exercise, a form of expressing oneself, and actually many people today use skateboarding as a lucrative business tool. USA Today notes that student engineers are developing electric skateboards to sell at numerous colleges for students to travel back and forth on campuses. Another example would be Rodney Mullen. Rodney Mullen is a professional skateboarder. He's 45 years old. He's a self-made millionaire from the sport. Trans World Skateboard magazine calls Rodney Mullen the master of street skateboarding. As far as credibility goes, I myself skateboarded when I was a child up into my teenage years, so I have a good background on the aspect of skateboarding. Now, as a note, this speech alone cannot fully prepare you to accomplish the trick that I'm going to show you, nor will it get you into the next competition at the X Games. But it can, however, provide you insight and enlighten you on how skateboarding and the kickflip are possible. Now, first of all, to start this off, you're going to need a few things before you can do this. First of all, safety precautions. You're going to need a helmet. You're also going to need knee pads and elbow pads. Now, before you can do this trick, you're going to have to learn how to ride a skateboard. So you're going to have to learn how to get your center of balance on the skateboard. You're also going to have to learn how to push on the skateboard to make it move. You're going to have to learn how to turn on it. You're also going to have to learn how to stop on it. All of those things before you can start. Once you've accomplished that, the first thing that you have to do is learn how to ollie. The ollie is the basis for the kickflip. You have to learn how to ollie before you can do a kickflip. And that's basically where you put one foot on the back of the board and the other foot here. And then simultaneously, while pushing down on the back of the board, you jump up in the air and your feet will come up. And exertion will bring the board up to your feet, and then gravity will pull you back down and you will land. And that's what the ollie is. Now, once you've learned that, then you can accomplish the kickflip. Kickflip, the same thing. However, once you set up to do your ollie, you put one foot right here, and then when you go to ollie, you kick and scissor your feet, and the skateboard will flip underneath your feet like this. You come back on, and then gravity will take you back down. And that's the basis for the kickflip. Skateboarding is still growing and advancing by leaps and bounds. The UK Examiner recently noted that some preschools in the UK are even teaching skateboarding to 4- and 5-year-olds as part of a development tool. Skateboarding can be a fun hobby as well as a means of expression. Learning the physics of how a kickflip performs will give you a better knowledge than that of the average person. You will have a better understanding and hopefully appreciation for the complexity and the creativity of the sport. Now that you've learned the secret of the kickflip and some skateboarding basics, you can better understand how other variations of the trick work. Although you probably still won't be able to place in next year's X Games, you can still educate and amaze your friends with your newly acquired skateboarding knowledge.